Welcome to the return of NFL Infected on Madden 25. To begin, I will spin this wheel to give us our patient zero. So who begins as the infected? It's going to be the LA Chargers. Now that the Chargers are deemed the infected, they have one goal: to go around this conquest-inspired map and infect every NFL team through head-to-head matchup. However, the infection has its limits, as if they lose 3 times today, the disinfected will win. Now to begin, the infected Chargers will start with 5 infected hexes, which is how they move across this imperialism-styled map. I get to control which way I want the infection to attack, and once I make contact with another team's stronghold, those two teams get matched up in a head-to-head game. Now you're probably wondering, how do you even get hexes in the first place? Hexes work off point differential. So for example, let's say I end up beating the Raiders by 7 points. You can do the difference there, 7-point difference. I get 7 total hexes. Now these hexes will also contribute to the infected skill tree called strands. Strands act as power-ups for the infected, which as you can see will be unlocked in increments of 50 total hexes, starting our first at 50 all the way up to 200. But the disinfected have their own power up as well to combat the infected, and they're called vaccinations. Vaccinations will be unlocked to all the remaining disinfected teams as we progress through the game with total eliminations, starting with 6 infected all the way up to 24 infected. So the magic number needed today is 231 infected hexes and a total of 32 infected teams. Oh, and one more thing, for every win the infected gets, they get to steal a player from the team they just beat. So who wins? Will it be the infected Chargers, or will the NFL prevail? And just as the intro displayed, I think I will take on the Raiders for the first game, but I have to be careful. We cannot go down the count early. We're only given 3 lives, so the strategy is to take down the pretty easy teams first and then come back for the tough ones. I think I have a pretty easy path ahead going against the Raiders, Cardinals, and Broncos. So just a quick editor's note I have to throw in. You might notice an audio delay with my face cam for the first few minutes of this video. Now the delay at one point in the recording process ended up so unwatchable that I had to essentially re-record over half of this video, so I apologize for this video taking 10 days to make, and hopefully the delay for just the few first games doesn't piss you off as much as it did to me, so let's continue. Yes, you are seeing this right. I'm actually playing the game. I'm normally the broadcast mode merchant, but it is my job to take the infection of control of the United States of America. Now, other than the Raiders essentially being the closest team to us geographically, why did I want to play them? Well, we desperately need a receiver because I'm out here passing the football to my running back right now. I mean, if the best receiver is Quentin Johnson, then we seriously have issues, so I would really like to get Davante Adams. However, Max Crosby would be a nice pickup too. We're already at the 37, 3 plays in. Don't ask how it happened, but we're now stopped to a 4th and 26, and instead we have to kick the field goal. This is my first time using this meter, so hopefully I do not mess it up. Oh my goodness, am I Ohio State? What the hell was that? Well, to make matters worse, the Raiders would score a touchdown on that drive, and now Max Crosby has activated his X Factor, so we have a lot of issues at stake, including Max Crosby almost taking us down. Yeah, I should have known this game was going too good to be true. I'm just going to throw something up. I actually have a completion good. We're actually kind of outrunning the secondary. That's a completion to the 44. At the 30-yard line, good separation on this play. I think this is going to be a touchdown. Is this Hayden Hurst to equalize the game at 7? I think it is. Well, if defense is going to be this much of an issue, maybe I should take Max Crosby instead, but we're at the 25. We're now down by 2 touchdowns, and honestly, some separation right here by J.K. Dobbins. How do you drop that football? Yeah, I take back that last sentence. We might need to take Davante Adams instead. That's if we can get a win, like I said as well, because it's just not looking too good. Hayden Hurst get us close to the end zone again at the 6. Let's see if I can punch this one in from 3 yards out. I sure can. That's going to be 21-14. Raiders were nice enough to give us a chance at the end zone here. Let's just see if we can find something. Honestly, should I run for this? Why not? We're going to tie the game up before we go to the locker room. And just outside the red zone now from the 25, looking to find something on the scramble, and... is that actually intercepted? Are you serious? There's no way he got 2 feet in bounds there. Like, what kind of animation is that? Please show this again. Let's just take a look at this. That's 1 foot. That is 1 foot. I don't see the other foot. What are we calling? What do you mean I cannot challenge play? This is... come on. You know, I would love to know why have a challenge play feature in the game if it never works. Why can't I use it here? I don't know if the Raiders turned the ball back over to me, or maybe they actually did challenge it, but I think the game just felt bad for me because I'm back within the red zone. We're at the 13. Maybe another rushing touchdown for Justin Herbert. How did he stay in bounds there? He just walked the tightrope, and we're going to take the lead. What was that? This might be stupider than the interception I literally just saw 2 plays ago. I'd like to end this drive with a touchdown. It's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 5. Looking to find the zig? How about a third rushing touchdown for Justin Herbert? Too easy. Raiders did get a touchdown, which definitely sucks for point differential, but all that matters now to get a first down to win the game, and can't get the outside. Okay, hold on. That's a good juke. That's going to burn a timeout. 5-yard pickup. Going to have to get the first down here. 3rd and 3 handoff. There it is, and no timeouts left for the Raiders. Now, obviously, I want to increase my point differential to get more hexes, so hopefully I can make this field goal to make it a 8-point, I believe. I don't know why I can't do math. That is 6 points, but we'll take it. That's a win against the Raiders. And now only 30 more teams to go. And as much as I wanted to take Max Crosby, we desperately need the receiving help, so Davante Adams is the first player steal to the infected. And so we won by 6 points, which means we get 6 hexes to freely place on the map, and which I know exactly I'm going to do. I'm going to head towards the Arizona Cardinals with these 3 right here, but also go towards the Denver Broncos at the same time. And so I'm going to take on the Arizona Cardinals first. Hopefully we grab a win and then do the same against the Denver Broncos. I mean, did you really think I was going to play every single game? If we did, we would have been eliminated by the 5th team. But here is the Cardinals down by 4 points. We need to stop right here on 3rd down 11. There is a flag. That's kind of concerning as Kyler Murray almost throws the interception. What's the call? Please do not be against my Chargers defense. It's holding on the offense. Good. Dude, this is crazy, man. I've never been a bigger Charger fan than right now, and that's saying a lot. I might be the biggest Charger fan on the planet Earth. 4th down and 21. Nowhere close. We just need a first down to end this game. So the infected tally goes up to 3 as we take down the Cardinals. Nothing against Buda Baker, but this probably won't do too much for the infected's long run, but not bad bolstering up our secondary. And after taking down the Cardinals, we won by 4 points, which means we can add 4 more hexes, and you might see what I'm starting to do here. The master plan is starting to unfold. We're going up north with these 4 hexes. But before we get any further that direction, we have to take on the Denver Broncos. Okay, so I had to go back and re-record like half this video because it was really pissing me off that my mouth was not working with the words I was saying. The audio delay was so bad. It should be fixed now, hopefully. Well, anyways, back to the game. The Broncos down by a touchdown with 50 seconds and 3 timeouts as Bo Nix is going to run for it. This is going to burn a timeout, but at least he has the first down to the 5. Just hoping the infection can keep him out of the end zone, but I don't think it's going to happen. That's a touchdown for the Broncos. But you know what? I think the infected can work with 35 seconds left and 3 timeouts as Justin Herbert slings one to the middle of the field. How is that complete? It's to the 47 in Broncos territory. I'm really questioning why we just burned our final timeout, then decide to run the football. We better not mess this up. Okay, we're kicking a field goal as time will expire. Hopefully we get the snap off. We barely do with 1 second remaining to win the game over the Broncos. It's through the uprights and good. So the infected Chargers take down team number 3 today, the Broncos, 24-21. And it's time to turn the infected into a no-fly zone as we add Patrick Surtain. So 3 teams down plus the Chargers to begin with brings us to 4 total infected teams. We also won by 3, giving us 3 infected hexes, just the perfect amount to go to the Minnesota Vikings with these 3 hexes right here, and we'll now take on the Vikings. You can only guess why I'm taking on this team right now. I want Justin Jefferson. While the infected's destiny is in my hand this game, y'all better start praying for me. It also makes sense because we've only scored 10 points this game, but maybe, just maybe, if my offensive line could block for a half a second, that'd be nice. Vikings could not respond back themselves, so I'm just going to start draining some clock, hopefully, as Gus Edwards picks up 8 yards. I might be able to get away with a Davante Adams streak right here. If he can break free, I think he already did. That's an extra step. That's like 50 yards right here. Might be a touchdown. Can't break this 1 tackle, but we're into that 15. Unfortunately, I'm stuck to a 3rd down and 7. I would really like the touchdown here. Honestly, I might have a zig first down. It's going to be short. Do I go for this? I don't normally trust Gus Edwards this much, but I'm going to trust him here, and that's a first down and a touchdown, 6-point lead. Defense couldn't come up with a stop, so it's tie game with 2 minutes. Gonna run play action on 2nd and 8, looking for an opening. I think I have it. That's going to be 6 yards. Couldn't get out of bounds, too. 3rd down and 2 from the 38. I have Davante Adams on the hitch route. That's going to be a first down, and I'm going to save my timeouts. Another running with Justin Herbert. Look at this open green grass. Try to get out of bounds, please. There we go. 1st and down to the 19. A touchdown would be nice for the extra hexes, but I'm more focused on just winning the game at this point. Honestly, could have got a touchdown there, but it closed up quickly. So God forbid I miss this one up. Should be pretty simple. That's perfect, and hopefully they don't score a field goal in 32 seconds. Should be pretty easy and good. We'll end up beating the Vikings 20-17. 3 more hexes to our name. Kind of crazy to say, but sorry Davante Adams, you've been demoted to wide receiver 2 because Justin Jefferson joins the infected. I gotta say, even though we haven't lost a life yet, we're not winning these games by a lot of points, and it's just not really giving us a lot of hexes. We do get 3 out of this, which means we can go down and play the Chicago Bears next. I just hope we can beat them by at least 10 points. So yeah, I'm just quick sitting this. Hopefully we can pull out a big win. It's looking pretty promising right now. We just don't need the Bears to hit the end zone as they hit the end zone. So the final score will be 28-17, which will give us a total of 11 hexes. My math has been awful today. It really took me a minute to think about that. Is it just me, or is Keenan Allen on the Chargers actually actually kind of making sense, almost like he's played here before. So by winning by 11 points, we get 11 hexes, and I'm going to strategically place these on a map in a certain way. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in contact with the Titans, and I'm going to go down south with 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way down to the Saints. And then picking back up, we're going to go to the Atlanta Falcons with 7, up 8, 9, 10 against the Carolina Panthers, and then 11 against the Washington Commanders. This works out perfectly. Obviously, I did all this on purpose because we now share borders with a bunch of really sucky teams. And if you take a look at the bottom, you can see that there's 6 total teams infected so far, which is the required threshold for the first vaccination release to the public. So remember, a vaccination acts as a power-up for the disinfected, which is a power down to me, and the first one unlocked is Safeguard. Now, the Safeguard vaccination means that I would not be able to steal a player for the next 3 games that the infected win. And I gotta say, I think I cheesed my system pretty well. I'm exploiting my own rules like I'm a modern day politician. Because I can't take a player for the next 3 wins, it's pretty helpful that I'm sharing a border with the infection with 3 sucky teams like the Panthers, the Titans, Saints, teams that I don't mind not taking a player from. But who knows, maybe all this talking will backfire. We'll start against the Carolina Panthers. We're only beating the Panthers by 4 points. This infection couldn't even infect a kindergarten classroom. It really does make sense why we're keeping our opponents at low scores, but why are we not outscoring them heavily? This is going to be a first down run to the 45. Bryce Young to pass on the 45, another first down. Our defense is just not showing up after I just complimented them. 2nd and 3, staying in the flat, another first down for Carolina, and we apparently just cannot tackle. And fumble, okay, that works. And guess who has the fumble recovery? It's Patrick Surtain, the new addition. Tommy Tremble just refused to go down, and he paid the price. We'll take this fumble recovery. Well, that definitely changes things. Now we just need a couple of first downs as Justin Herbert goes down. He loses 6 yards. Now we're deciding to run the football, not like we just got sacked for a loss of 6, making a 3rd down and 13. Are we trying to give the ball back to the Panthers? Well, so much for that fumble as we just punted the football back to the Panthers, and Bryce Young's gonna run for it now, and he's gonna pick up 2. 3rd and 3 with 33 seconds. Bryce Young, incomplete. Well, we've stopped him to a 4th down and 3, so this is our chance to finally put an end to the Carolina Panthers run as Bryce Young trying to run for it gets nowhere. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. I mean, a win is a win, but only by 4 points? What is there to be happy about? Job's not finished. So the Panthers make it 7 total teams and infected. Remember, that's game 1 under the safeguard, which means no player steals. Can't be mad about that. And with my 4 infected tiles, I'm going to take the infection down to Florida. But just like the COVID pandemic, I bet they could care less. Well, we have quite a few options to go for, but I'm going to go for a team where I do not mind not getting a player. And I think the New Orleans Saints, I can live without stealing a player. We're going to take them on next. Well, at least the infected scored over 20 points this time, but it's still concerning considering the Saints have a chance for a game-winning drive against us. From the 36, just throw it up, and this is going to be a touchdown on the very first play. I just jumped in the simulation. Saints take the lead. I wouldn't necessarily say this is a bad thing, however, there's still plenty of time on the board, and it's only a field goal game. Well, maybe we do have a problem. We've only managed to pick up 2 yards so far as Justin Herbert actually picks up the first down. Good. This is going to go to Justin Jefferson to the 39. A minute and 10 seconds. Herbert, another first down. This is going to the 42, and timeout's called. Justin Jefferson once again. 34 seconds left. We're still passing the football. Very risky, but threading the needle to the 15. Timeout called. Is there a chance we score a touchdown here instead of a field goal as Herbert throws on the run? We're inside the 5. To pass, staying in the flat. This is not a touchdown. Oh no, we used our final timeout. Please get to the line. This is absolutely devastating. Please get a playoff. No, you gotta be serious. It almost looked like we just recreated the Titans-Rams Super Bowl from 1999. I mean, what was that? Well, every time we lose, we also lose a player, which means Justin Jefferson has been cured and he's going to the New Orleans Saints. Well, that was the most Madden simulation loss ever, but if you look in the top right, we now have 2 lives remaining. And then, of course, we also lost by 3, which means we lose 3 hexes, so I'm going to take 3 off the map. Definitely not a good look right now, and we still don't get a player steal for the next 2 wins, so I'm just going to take on the Tennessee Titans. Hopefully, we can grab a win out of this. There will be absolutely 0 excuses if we somehow let the Titans score a touchdown here. Good. Okay, never mind. We cannot sack Will Levis for whatever reason, but they don't have any timeouts, so that's not an issue. Final play for Will Levis, just going to sling it up to the end zone. Please, no pass interference. Keep your hands off the receivers. We'll take an interception. We're going to win by 7 points. So the 8th team to fall today will be the Tennessee Titans, which will give us 7 more hexes to place on the map. And looking at our total, we only have 47. We still haven't even got our first strand yet. We need 3 more, so hopefully we get it next game. And I'm going to go ahead and use these hexes to go against the Seattle Seahawks as we go up to the Northwest. And I think for the final safeguard game, I will play the Seattle Seahawks. I'm not missing out entirely on players like DK Metcalf because I already have a couple X Factor receivers. So let's go ahead and take down the Seahawks to end the safeguard. And just like that, we're back to playing games where we can't even put up 20 points, but I'm looking to change that with a touchdown. Davante Adams just levitated in the air and caught that football somehow. I mean, Davante Adams is diving for this football like he's trying to prevent the president from getting assassinated. Not to mention, he also conjoined with Tariq Woolen like a human tarantula right here, but we'll take the catch. And going into the fourth quarter, my hot routes looked like I just took a puff out of Aaron Rodgers' blunt, so I have no clue what to expect here. I just need to get some yards. We'll go to the tight end, and that's going to be short. It's going to be 4th and 3. Do we kick the field goal? The game recommends me go for it, so I'm going for it. Davante Adams is open. That's a first down to the 29. Handoff, good blocks. I'm surprised I'm saying that because my offensive line has been so bad this game. That's a first down to the 12. And now introducing the most broken route in Madden. It's called the Zik route. Nobody's even on Davante Adams. What kind of game plan is that? And how did he not get the touchdown? Looks like we'll have to punch it in from the 1-yard line with Gus Edwards. That's the touchdown to take the lead. Extra point to make it 20-17. Seahawks will get a touchdown. Now we're left with a minute just outside the red zone to get one right back to win this game. We need good blocks here in the check down. This is going to be a first down inside the 13. I don't want to pull a Seattle Seahawk against a Seattle Seahawks, so I can run the football. I do have 2 timeouts. Just need some good blocks. And I fumbled the football in the end zone. Okay, we picked it up. It's a touchdown. Thankfully, whoever that offensive line is, I love you so much. It's funny because I've been bashing my O-line this entire video, but Rashawn Slater is the MVP today. Thank you so much for picking up this touchdown. Just have to drill the extra point. Oh no, that's a little wobbly. You have to be serious. Do not tell me they go down and get a field goal right now. I gotta play it. I don't normally play defense, but I have to play it here, dude. I cannot let the simulation let them get a field goal. They got a pretty solid return too, so I'm just gonna hope I can stop them from getting yards. Dude, I don't play defense. This is not good. Try to lock up DK Metcalf if I can. That's attack in the middle of the field. Oh my goodness, you have to be serious. I cannot believe I just missed an extra point, dude. The amount of roller coaster emotions that have been happening this game. Oh my God. I want to know why kicking extra points in this game are so hard. It's just a meter. I'd like to imagine I probably would have been better off if I just let the simulation play defense, and because of that, it cost me Patrick Surtain and another life. Well, that was more than likely the first and last time you'll see me play defense in this video as we go down the 1 life, which means we have to take down 24 teams and not lose once. At this point, I don't care about the safeguard. I'm just going to play whoever I want to at this point. The Commanders it is. I don't think I have started an infected video any worse than we have today. This has gone awful, and probably why is because I'm the one controlling the team, but it looks like hopefully we can get a win against the Commanders here, up by 10 points. Good, that's a good win. 10 hexes to our name against the Commanders. And with this win against Washington, the safeguard is now up, which means if we win any games from here on out, which I hope we do, we can finally steal players again. And then I went ahead and placed down our 10 extra hexes, and now we've actually reached 57 total, which gives us our first strand. So as you can see, strands are unlocked in increments of 50. We just unlocked 50, and the next one will come at 100. The one we just got is called Zombie. Well, Zombie is pretty cool because a 99 overall Hall of Fame player will join the Chargers from that team's history, and I think I already know who it's going to be, which of course is LaDainian Tomlinson. I'm about to be running over everybody. That's if I don't get eliminated next game. Alright, so back to the infected map. I think it's time to keep on stockpiling against the teams that are not so good, including the Jaguars, which will be the next team I'll take on. Good to see we're still struggling with borderline mid teams as the Jaguars are going to strike with a touchdown, and we are in jeopardy of losing infected this early. Let me quickly examine this extra point to show me how it should have been done. There you have it, 34-31. Plenty of the time to respond back after having a really good return to the 49. Above average field positioning from the 49. Can't mess this one up. We're going to start with a quick first down plus some more. J.K. Dobbins getting to the 36. 70 seconds remaining. Justin Herbert steps up and run. This is a first down or 2nd and inches to the 26. 33 seconds from the 17. Herbert end zone. Oh, that should have been intercepted. That would have lost the video. I feel like we could have gone one more end zone shot, but I'm fine taking the points. I think we're playing for overtime. Well, a couple possessions into overtime, if we can stop the Jaguars at 3rd and 15, that was a very risky pass. We will stop them. We can get the football back and score a field goal and win this game. 1 minute remaining, starting from the 46, and looks like Gus Edwards is going to bring us inside Jaguars territory. Looks like we're lining up to kick a game-winning field goal in overtime. Thankfully, it's not me kicking it. It's the the robot, and they're gonna drill it through, and we're gonna beat the Jaguars in the Nailbiter 37-34. So we're back to getting player steals, which I'm gonna pick up Josh Hines Allen, an X Factor at right in. And the Jaguars will be the 10th team today to fall to the infection. Also brings us to 61 total infected hexes, in which the next team I'm gonna take on is gonna be the Indianapolis Colts. And we're actually currently shutting out the Colts 24-0 right now, which is actually really good. We might walk out of this with a lot of infexes. Final score is 31-9. I feel like we've been complaining about offensive line all day, so this is our first offensive line pickup, being Quentin Nelson. So down goes the 11th, that being the Indianapolis Colts. We also get a grand total of 22 infected hexes to place on the map, so let's go and do that real quick. Alright, so I went ahead and infected the entirety of Wyoming, but don't worry, because nobody's living there anyways. Also, do keep in mind that there's 11 infected teams right now, which means the next vaccination comes out at 12. However, we can answer back with a strand, that being if we win by at least 16 points in this next game. And well, the easiest chance to do that, it's against the Atlanta Falcons. Well, needless to say, this is my chance to win by around 16-17 points. That if I can get in the end zone against the Atlanta Falcons. Great blocks by the offensive line. That's a first down with LT. Might actually have to pass the football for once, and of course, my offensive line doesn't even give me 1 second. Gotta lock in on this kick. Don't give full power. There we go. That's how you do it. That's all I had to do. You can forget me playing defense ever again. Oh, we got the ball back. Might as well stat pad a little bit more with LT for another touchdown to make it 35-17. And surely that's enough to give us our next strand, winning 36-17 over the Atlanta Falcons. We won by 19 points, so I went ahead and placed down all the hexes, and now you can see we're over 100 hexes, and we're also at 12 infected teams, which means we have a new strand and a new vaccination coming in. Let's start with the strand. Needless to say, I am very glad that this strand came in when it did. This is Canister. So yeah, remember when I said we only have 3 lives? Yeah, I lied. We actually get a 4th one, and it's because of this strand. Canister will give us an extra life, which brings us back to 2. I mean, pun intended, this is just a huge lifesaver. There would be no way we would win 22 games without losing once. Now we have a little bit of insurance. But then, of course, let's talk about the disinfected's vaccination they just unlocked called antibiotic. Yeah, this one will definitely hurt a little bit. The top 5 players on the current infected team will all lose 5 overall. So here's the current top 5 teams on the infected right now in their current overalls. You have LT99, Devontae Adams, Josh Hines Allen, Derwin James, and Rashawn Slater. All of these 5 players losing 5. So now looking at the top players on the infected, it's a whole lot different. LT still remains at the top. He's still a 94 overall, but Buda Baker's now second. Khalil Mack, Keenan Allen, these are our only players in the 90s now. So now the next strand will hit once we hit 150 total hexes, and the next vaccination will hit once we get to 18 teams eliminated. And you know what? Because a lot of our overalls just tanked, I think it's time to go back and get one of our players we previously had. I'm gonna rematch the Saints. We need Justin Jefferson back. Unfortunately, we might have to settle for a field goal if we don't get this 3rd down and 12, unless outrunning the secondary. Okay, this is inside the 10 at the 8. I didn't realize Hayden Hurst still has motion. Here's LaDainian Tomlinson for the end zone. Stopped at the 1. Not bad though. We do burn a lot of time, and a touchdown pass to take the lead to Devontae Adams. I was away from the camera. Did we just miss the extra point? This is gonna cost me another game too. This is crazy. The Saints would have had to respond with a touchdown, but instead all they need is a field goal, and they honestly might get a touchdown at this rate because we just can't stop them. Guess we're just playing for another overtime unless we have an interception in the end zone. Never mind, we're gonna win. That's a 25-22 victory, and I'm glad to say the infected's got the Justin Jefferson twice already. And you know what? Might as well finish the revenge tour. I want my other player back, being Patrick Surtain, stolen by the Seahawks. You know, I'm glad the infected likes to keep games close for entertainment purposes. And why are the Seahawks not calling a timeout? After chewing with their thumbs a little bit, they finally called a timeout with 11 seconds left. Geno Smith just winds up. DK Metcalf couldn't bring it in double coverage. I guess they'll try that one more time, or whatever that was. Yeah, that's not even close to the end zone. And the revenge tour is complete. Down goes the teams that beat us. We beat the Seahawks 38-34. You already know who we're getting back. It's a privilege to infect Patrick Surtain for the 2nd time today. Alright, so a full map update. Up to 113 infected hexes at 14 infected teams. I went ahead and placed the 4 infected hexes we got from this game to go towards the Houston Texans. And we're slowly running out of easy options here, so I'm going to take on the next game, being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Before we play the Bucs, I just realized we forgot to get a player steal from the Atlanta Falcons, which is going to be Jesse Bates. Also, I do think it's unfair that I forgot to do this player steal, and then right after I had the antibiotic vaccination go into effect, so I'm going to take 5 overall off of Jesse Bates as well, so let's go play the Buccaneers. I'm not too concerned by doing that because we already have like 4 X factors on defense, but starting from the 13-yard line against the Buccaneers, the check down's not going to work, which is absolutely gut-wrenching because that's like 50% of my playbook, but good thing we have 3 X factor receivers, including Justin Jefferson, first down to the 31. I really have no excuse not to score in every single drive. I should be putting up points like it's nothing. Here's Hayden Hurst, who's been a big impact player today, to the 47. Well, we couldn't capitalize any further, so now it's time to face my greatest fear, kicking a field goal. I think this should be good. Okay, 3 up. I am playing against Baker Mayfield, so they didn't get points themselves, but they did pin us inside the 2-yard line, so just gonna fullback dive, hopefully get some breathing room. By breathing room, I mean 1 yard, but look at Justin Jefferson. They are not playing tight on him at all. Never mind, that was actually a pretty solid defensive play, but I can just run for this again. I don't know why it's so easy running with a quarterback. Oh no, Justin Herbert fumbled it in the end zone. It's gonna be a scoop and score touchdown. That was definitely my fault. I was holding onto the football for a little too long, but just my receivers could just not find them open. Like, I'm just running the football a little too much today with Justin Herbert. Might try to find Keenan Allen on the scramble here if I can get out of the pocket, which I do. I think he should be open. That's a step. That's a touchdown. We're taking the lead right back. Well, I don't think that lead lasted a long time, but oh, another fumble by Justin Herbert, and they get the recovery. Well, that lead of ours is eradicated because we now trail by 7 points. We need Justin Herbert to hold on to the football. Here's Justin Jefferson to get a juke, maybe. That's a first down to the 41. 3rd down and 15 after taking another sack. It just seems like our offensive line cannot hold up at all today. Cannot go 3 and out to start the second half. Going to a check down. LaDainian Tomlinson has it. Please get the first down. Nice. Now we have to worry about a Levante David X factor on top of everything, so we have to get some yards to drain it. Here we go. Hayden Hurst first down. That's a good start. Could have really used a touchdown there, but at least 3 points works. Need our defense to make a stop. Okay, they do. There's just no way I'm that bad of a passer in this game that I just have to take a sack on every single drive. That's a first down. Please. Thank you, Keenan Allen, and some more. Running the football has just felt completely useless this entire game. Justin Jefferson catches it, but goes backwards. How do we not get a single yard? It'd be miraculous if we can get another stop. Okay, we do. Another crucial 3rd down and 11, and somehow I got this first down. That looked like that was intercepted. Oh my goodness. Offensive line. Okay. Please, Justin Jefferson, please. How is that a touchdown? I do not know how to explain that. First of all, how did I not get sacked there? Second of all, how is it not a pick? Third of all, how did Justin Jefferson stay on his feet here? So we're going to tie the game up, and our defense gets another stop. They are saving us right now. So if I can just pick up this 1 first down with LT, we should have full control of this game. Levante David has been everywhere across the whole entire field today. Now I have to attempt a pretty difficult kick, actually. I have to really lock in on this one. I think that should be good. Okay, now we just gotta hope the Buccaneers don't get a field goal in 1 minute and 8 seconds. All right, I'm obviously not gonna play defense, hoping defense can do it one more time. They did it. I gotta give my defense the roughest pat on the back this game. I mean, they completely bailed me out today. So another game where we won by a field goal, 23-20. Did you seriously think I was joking? I desperately want an offensive lineman. Tristan Wirfs is a great pickup from the Buccaneers. So Tampa Bay will be the 15th today to join the infected. And other than the Giants and Patriots, who we can't reach yet, we've basically beat every single non-playoff contender available, so now it's time for the big boys. So next, I'm gonna go to the LA Rams. We've actually been sharing an infected border with them this whole entire time, but I've just been waiting since we're a better team than them. I think now is the time we can take on the Rams. Well, the infected had to travel a very far distance to the LA Rams, and now they just have to stop them from scoring a touchdown with 1 minute and 30 remaining, as Cooper Kupp has close to a first down with 1 minute and 30 seconds. All that does is take more valuable seconds off the clock, so only 40 seconds remain. Needing a first down, another close interception. It's gonna be 4th and 5. Needing the 5-yard, Stafford drops back, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. It's turnover on downs. So that's going to be a 5-point victory against the Rams, 26-21. And might as well add another X factor to the defensive secondary with Tre'Davious White. And with this infected elimination, we have now taken the virus to control half of the league. 16 infected, 16 disinfected. And with the 5 hexes we got from that game, I'm going to use it to share a border with the Lions and now the Browns. As for who I'm going to play next, it's going to be the Green Bay Packers. Well, we have come full circle. I'm rooting against my Green Bay Packers. The infected need a touchdown down by 4. That's a good start to the 2-yard line catch made. I like for us to run the football here, maybe get stopped to waste some more time. You know what? We'll take the touchdown. Hopefully we didn't score too early, because now we give the ball back to Jordan Love with 3 timeouts in 1 minute and 7 seconds. Now 2nd down and 20 for Jordan Love. He looks in a lot of trouble right now, but he does get a completion on a crossing route. It's going to be close to a first down, 3rd and 2. They decide to fake the handoff. Love is going to pass the football, and he slings to an open receiver, and nobody is even close to Romeo Doubs, who goes down to the 9. Well, now we just got to hope for overtime. Keep him out of the end zone. It's going to be close here. Romeo Doubs gets to the 2. Please keep him out of the end zone. Out of bounds. Oh, thank the Lord. This is going to booth review. Is there 2 feet? Oh, no. And it's been reversed. It's a touchdown by Jaden Reed. 4-point game. We have 30 seconds and 3 timeouts. Please, Herbert, do something. So Herbert needs about 60 yards in 20 seconds. That's going to be around 10. Timeout call to the 48. Down the 20 seconds. We got to look further down the field than that. Herbert wants it. it. Why is he running for it? This is accomplishing nothing. What are we doing? An absolute waste of a play and a timeout. So only 10 seconds remain. Please, Keenan Allen, outrun him, please. Okay, we'll take it. We have one final play at the 9-yard line. This is it. It's going to be a walk-off touchdown if we can find it. Herbert's going to run for it. Please, run for it. What were you doing? You had an opening. Why is the Madden AI so stupid? You could have just ran that in. I really don't want to sit through this again, but I am going to watch this play just because look at this open green grass right here. You could have ran that. So our best player was Justin Jefferson, making it the second time today that we've lost him to the disinfected. And now for real this time, we are down to the final life. I'm heavily concerned because we have to play 16 games against basically all playoff contenders and we can't lose a single game. It's like going 17-0 except you play really good teams the entire season, and that's what we have to accomplish starting now. Well, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to bust through the Northeast so I can get up to play the Jets and the Patriots. Just a couple easy wins. That's if I can win this next game. The most winnable of these three I can play right here, I think it's probably going to be the Steelers. I mean, don't quote me on that. All these are hard games, but yeah, I'm going to take on Pittsburgh. We need 16 wins starting now. You know, I'd figured we'd struggled more with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but actually looking like we might take another 7 points onto the board with LT. There you have it. It's going to be 24-13. Unfortunately, the Steelers would answer the touchdown themselves, which means we don't get a lot of hexes out of it, but we still get a win. And of course, you can see why I wanted to play the Steelers. That's because TJ Watt. And now that we've gone through the Steelers, we can start to go up Northeast. So with 3 tiles to my name, I'm going to use these 3 right here, which is going to give me contact with the Bills, Giants, and Jets, which I'm going to play the Giants next. I'm just hoping we're able to run up the tally here. I want to win big. We need to start getting some hexes, and it's looking like a big win right now. Currently 28-7, make it 35-7. Giants will get another touchdown, but still, that's a lot of hexes to our name as we take down New York Giants. So yet another X factor on defense. There's no reason we should be allowing over 20 points per game. This is going to add Dexter Lawrence. Well, this is the first thing to follow New York. Let's see if the infected can do it twice. We also get a total of 21 hexes, which I'm just going to sporadically place around the map. And we have also reached 18 infected teams, which means the third vaccination will be released. So the second to last vaccination, they'll get their final one at 24 infected teams, but for now, they're going to unlock cured. Now, essentially, 2 random selected players in the top 10 of the infected are going to be randomly selected to join a disinfected team. Okay, so on this wheel are the top 10 rated teams currently on the infected. We're going to spin it twice. We're going to lose 2 of these players. The first player we're going to lose is the player we literally just gained, Dexter Lawrence. Now, what disinfected team will we be going to? It's going to be the Detroit Lions. Hoping we can get away with not losing a really good player for the second one. It's going to be Tristan Wirfs. Don't really want to lose the offensive protection. And what disinfected team is he going to? The Buffalo Bills. So there's D-Law on the Lions, and then Tristan Wirfs on the Bills. Definitely sucks losing players considering this position we're at right now, but on the bright side, if we get 5 more infected hexes, we get our next strand. And let's go ahead and make it really easy on us. Let's get rid of the New England Patriots. And so as expected, we take down the Patriots by a hefty amount. A total of 24 hexes will be rewarded to the infected. Literally, Jonathan Jones is the greatest player still for the Patriots. This is going to do absolutely nothing for us. And so this makes the Patriots the 19th team to fall to the infection. And now we get 24 more hexes to place on the map. We're actually getting pretty close to the limit. So we had just the perfect amount to fill up the Northwest with the infection. And as you can see, we're over 150 infected hexes, giving us our next strand. And now we're at 170 hexes. We're not even far from the final strand. But the one we just unlocked called duplication, I'm sure you can figure out what this does. Yeah, so this is essentially the double trouble of infected. For every win I get from here on out, I get to steal 2 players. So now with 13 teams remaining, let's see if we can steal 2 players from the New York Jets. Well, Jets will start with a field goal. I have to imagine their defense cannot be as strong as the Buccaneers because they were low-key locking us up the last game I played. But either way, we have to play every game like it's our final game. They're actually double coveraging against Devontae Adams, so I guess I'll just take LT on this first down to the 41. Keenan Allen is open, still have this X-Factor receiver. Somehow he just broke free of that to the 27. Already in range for 3, but I want 7. Great blocks right here. It's a first down for LT. Somebody's got to be open on this mesh. It's going to be Keenan Allen. Now, this has to be a touchdown. Diving in, it's in for 6. Let's see if Aaron Rodgers responds with a touchdown. He will. Looks like this is going to be one of those games where I have to score on every single offensive drive. It's going to be a 3rd down and 2 from the 36. Do not want to give the ball back. Honestly, X-Factor open. That's going to be Keenan Allen again to the 46. I don't think punting a football should really be an option right here. We're going to run play action and hope to find something open, as I think Hayden Hurst is open, but I underthrew him. It's going to be a turnover on downs. That's a very bad 7-point swing, but maybe we can get it right back. First down to the 43. What just happened? What just happened? What? How did I get a first down there? What just happened? It was like a demon just stole my soul for a second. I just teleported, and now it's going to be third down and long. Keenan Allen, first down. Nice, to the 32. I'd really like to find the end zone here. Davante Adams has a step, and touchdown. Good. Okay, we got those 7 points right back. So getting back out there past halftime, we do start with the football for the second half, so that's a good sign. How was that intercepted? How did he jump in front of Davante Adams like that? Are you serious? This is just not looking good right now, man. I need Keenan Allen to be open here. Oh, he is. He is. He has a couple steps, too. Okay, good. Huge gain. You gotta love when those X Factors do those scripted animations that let him get open. Davante Adams, another catch. Can this be a touchdown? No, we're inside the 6. Hopefully, Quentin Nelson can give me a good block here. He does, and it's good enough for the touchdown. We're back within 3. Hopefully, our defense can make a stop. We're currently marching down the field, and Keenan Allen gives us a really good block to the 25. Gonna try to power another one in with LT. Good block by Quentin Nelson. That's exactly why we picked him up, and we take a lead. They might be playing too tight in Keenan Allen. They are. That's gonna be a huge catch to the 34. Now, after taking a sack of 7 yards, which really sucks, we have to get back in field goal range at least if you want to play for overtime. So, of course, I'm just gonna check down, which is gonna bounce off the helmet. How did you not catch that, LT? Come on! That is absolutely horrible. I need Keenan Allen to get this. X Factor, thank you so much. That really shouldn't have been caught whatsoever. All right, I have to completely lock in on this kick. Should be good. No, 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 in, it bounced off the upright. Oh my goodness. We're not in the clear yet. Jets could easily score. They give us the ball back. Okay, we can win this game. And at the 22-yard line, what did Aaron Rodgers do? Did he just throw an interception right off the rip? I'm not even going to worry about passing the football. I'm just going to drain the clock up. It would be nice to get a first down, though, so we can burn some more clock. There we go, and surrender down to the 6-yard line. All right, no pressure. Just don't give it too much power. Let's go ahead and wind it up. That might be a little too less power. It works. Perfect. Down the uprights, and we take down the Jets. Another game where we won by just a field goal. So now with a duplication strand, we get 2 players for every win. The first player is going to be, of course, Sauce Gardner. And then we're going to get a solid left tackle back being Tyron Smith. So the Jets will make it the 20th team infected today. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and gun out the rest of New York. I'm going to go to the Buffalo Bills. I'm not too scared of them. See, I knew the Bills wouldn't be that scary. All we need is 2 first downs and we can win this game. The Bills are going to start calling timeout soon. So just keep on pounding the rock forward. LT takes the handoff. Only going to pick up 1 yard. Timeout 1 number call. So just got to keep on pounding the rock forward. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Going to be a 3rd and long now. I wonder if we should pass the football here. What's the decision? It's going to be a pass. 3rd and 8 check down. Just stay in bounds, please. LT is not going to go down, but he goes down in bounds. We pick up around 5 yards. Final timeout call for the Bills. We still have to punt. It was a solid punt, however, because they're from their own 15-yard line. Well, not anymore. Make it the 30. Good thing they don't have any timeouts, but still, Josh Allen is just shredding us up right now. It's going to be for the 47. Down to 50 seconds. We have to protect the middle of the field. Josh Allen already in some trouble. Risky pass somehow completed to the 30. The good news, though, is that the Bills don't have any more timeouts, so this is going to be the final play. That's if they can even get the snap off. Josh Allen will just protect the end zone. Overthrow. That would have lost the video if Josh Allen had a little less power on it. Okay, so for our 2-player steals, we're going to start with Tristan Wirfs, getting him back to the infection. And then we're going to get Matt Milano at middle linebacker. Yes, Josh Allen is a possibility, but quarterback steals are not allowed in infected. And so the 21st team to fall, the Buffalo Bills. It's going to bring us to a total of 179 infected hexes, and I don't think the Packers will be able to pull it off against us again, so I'm going to take them on for a revenge matchup. You know, I don't understand why we've had such a hard time with the Packers today, and remind me not to do another snow game because it looks like it's snowing in real life for me right now, but Davante Adams, who's used to playing in this stadium, has a first down to the 5. We got to get a touchdown here. I can't even see the goal line, but we're going to have to get in somehow, and that's a touchdown. What a pass. We take an early lead in overtime. I like to imagine our infection spreads better in the cold, so let's get a win here in overtime as Jordan Love steps up and runs for 9. I mean, this snow is literally blinding me. I would like to get out of here as soon as possible with a win. That's a great start. We have a sack for a loss of 3 yards. Passing 2nd down and 13. Completion made to Musgrave, the tight end. Is he going to run his way to the end zone? It's going to be short of the 8. It is just completely snow on this side of the field. I have no clue where the end zone is. I don't know if Jordan Love does either as he takes a sack. Come on now. 3 more stops from the 16-yard line. Prevent them from getting in the end zone. Oh, that's a touchdown. So the infected is back on offense. We just need a field goal. That's it. Herbert, first down to the 40. Now we have to deal with a 3rd down and 8, needing the completion here. That's a first down into Packers territory to the 42. 2nd and 10, Herbert's passing the football again. Another another completion made, and it's gonna be a touchdown to walk it off in the snow in Lambeau Field. The Infection does what they do best. They get the revenge against the team that beat them previously. The Packers go down 37-31. So the duplication strand is gonna give us two really good players, starting with Justin Jefferson again. And we have just assembled the Avengers of the cornerback room. Jair Alexander is gonna join Patrick Surtain, Sauce Gardner, and Tre'Davious White. Oh, and how could I forget Patriots pick up Jonathan Jones? And now the Packers are the 22nd team infected today. Now at a total of 186 hexes with 22 infected teams, leaving us with 10 remaining teams to infect with only one life. Now this might be a risky play, but I think we can take on the Cleveland Browns. They do have a pretty solid defense, but I'm not playing this game. I'm gonna let the simulation feature do it, and I think they can take care of them. You know, I've never appreciated seeing green grass as much as I do right now, but the Cleveland Browns are actually punting the football away to us with 2 minutes remaining. We can easily go down the field and get some points to win this game. So we're back up to 3 X-Factor wide receivers, including one of them right there, Keenan Allen, returning to the Chargers, gets us to the 34. You know, I'd like to imagine a team with 3 X-Factor receivers and 4 X-Factor cornerbacks would definitely be doing a lot better than this right here, but you know what? I'll take it. Madden likes to keep it close, but that's a first down to the 16. Well, we've managed to drain the clock under 30 seconds, but we will give the ball back to the Cleveland Browns. Granted, we make this field goal kick up by 3 points. Sure enough. Deshaun Watson will get 22 seconds, but for him, I imagine that's plenty enough time. From the 29-yard line is where he starts, and it's going to be a first down. Where is our 4 X-Factor cornerbacks at? I mean, one more throw like that, and they're in field goal range. Hopefully, we can keep them in bounds to waste the entire clock, as Watson's going towards the sideline again, somehow caught at the 20. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's 1 foot. That's out of bounds. Booth review, please come in. Come in. Well, I guess the booth took the day off. I don't blame them. It's Labor Day weekend. This is going to take us to another overtime game tied at 31. Well, Cleveland starts with the football in overtime, but not looking too hot. 3rd down and 22. Do not let them get this completion. They're going to stay short with Amari Cooper. Good. It's going to be 4th down and 11. From the 41, Herbert loads up. I think we'll have another walk-off touchdown, this time to Keenan Allen. A similar score, 37-31. Well, time to add even more X-Factors to the team, starting with Myles Garrett at right end. And I know Nick Chubb is injured in real life, but not at Madden 25, because he's now our running back number 1 for the infected. And that makes team number 23 to fall to the infected, the Cleveland Browns. And looking at our tallies in the bottom left, we're 7 hexes away from our final strand and 1 infected team away from our final vaccination. So this next game, we could get both out of the way. And that's if we end up winning at all. And I'm going to stay in the Great Lakes region. I'm playing this game myself. It's against the Detroit Lions. Well, I didn't realize we're playing the 2008 Detroit Lions. We actually have plenty of time to stat pad here if we want to. Not like we need any more hexes because we're about to get the final strand anyways. But you know, after all, the final objective is to make sure we get every single hex. I think we have a step right here with Palmer, which is weird because he's not even an X-Factor. How is he the most open wide receiver? How did he stay in bounds? How is that a touchdown? I don't know. Maybe he should be an X-Factor. Yeah, I think we caused enough damage this game. We'll end up with a victory 35-21. So for our 2-player steals, welcome back to the infected Dexter Lawrence. And for our second one, it's going to be Penei Sewell at right tackle. Yes, I could have done Amon-Ra St. Brown, but would he really got any production whatsoever? It's actually kind of ironic that I say that because Joshua Palmer literally caught a touchdown last game. So down goes team number 24. And now up to 208 hexes, you can actually see we're almost done. The only teams have been ignoring, obviously, the Niners and the Chiefs. But yeah, like I said, over 200 hexes and 24 eliminated teams. That's the next strand and vaccination. Let's start with our strand. So our full skill tree has been unlocked with our final strand at 200 hexes, which is Incurable. So Incurable is going to take 2 random starting players on my team and turn them into a 99 overall. Now this power-up also allows me to no longer lose players, but that does not matter anymore because we only have 1 life. So this wheel essentially has every starting player on the infected Chargers roster. We get to spin it twice, and these 2 players become a 99 overall, starting with Denzel Perryman. I'm not gonna lie, I could not remember what position this dude played, but it's actually our middle linebacker, so that's actually a pretty solid pickup for 99 overall. Alright, we get to spin it one more time. It's going to be Devontae Adams. Good, an X-Factor player. That's what I was hoping for. So now our new wide receiver number 1 is actually Devontae. This is really helpful considering he lost 5 overall to the antibiotic a long time ago. Now let's talk about the final vaccination for the disinfected, and this could make or break my final run in this video. This is immunity. Now essentially, the remaining 8 disinfected teams will all get a wheel spin just like I did right there with the last strand, and they get 1 top 10 player turned into a 99 overall, which I cannot steal if I end up beating this team. So let's start with the 49ers. Which player will turn into a 99 overall? And this is not counting previously 99 overall players. George Kittle. Thankfully, this dude was already a 97, so this doesn't hurt too much to begin with. Next up is the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be getting Trayvon Diggs to a 99 overall. So Trayvon Diggs goes from an 89 99 to a 99. Now for the Texans, somehow CJ Stroud is not in the top 10 players. Will Anderson, the sophomore, going to a 99. So that's about a 15 overall jump for the second-year player out of Alabama. Next up, Kansas City. Obviously, Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes are not on this because they're already a 99. Another 99 is going to be Isaiah Pacheco. What a deadly offensive trio. So yeah, 3 99 overall players in Kansas City. This is probably the team I'm going to play last. All right, let's do the Miami Dolphins next, in which Jalen Ramsey going to a 99 overall. So he goes up 3 overall, but still pretty scary. So 3 more to do. We have the Cincinnati Bengals, in which Jermaine Pratt will become the next 99 overall. And this was their middle linebacker. He has the largest jump so far with about 19 overall. Next up, the Philadelphia Eagles, in which, oh no, Jalen Hurts, the first quarterback to become a 99. Yeah, safe to say I will be avoiding the Eagles for quite some time as well. And our final disinfected team remaining, the Ravens, they as well will get a 99 overall, which is going to be Marlon Humphrey, which now makes him the best rated player on the Baltimore Ravens. Well, it's safe to say we have a lot more 99 overalls joining the field, 2 for me and 8 for them. And to bring us into the final 8, I think the easiest team remaining right now is the Houston Texans. There's no easy choice from here on out, so let's take them on. You know, I'd like to imagine we'll be able to stop the Texans on a 3rd down and 27, but more importantly, stop them from scoring 10 points, and that's another sack. 4th and 33, Myles Garrett. Well, they would get 1 pity touchdown, but it doesn't matter. That's a win, 7 more to go. And then for our player steals, I think our offensive line is completely set. We're going to add Laramie Tunsil at the right guard position. And then only because there's like nobody else we can actually take, Stephon Diggs is going to be our wide receiver 3 now. And down goes team 25. This brings us up to 215 hexes and 25 infected. Who will be next? I feel like it's got to be the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, I'm starting to think my team is actually starting to play like we do have 20 X factors. We're taking down playoff contenders like it's nothing. That's another big win, and honestly, this might put us to the max amount of titles we can achieve right now. I don't even want any more player steals. We're essentially at our complete team, but just to say we have both Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, I guess I'll take Chase from the Bengals. And I'm not even going to take another player steal from the Bengals. Looking at my team, we are stacked in every position. Nothing else could literally help us right now. And after making the Bengals the 26th team infected, this is what I mean that there's no more achievable tiles I can get at the moment, because there's no more white tiles. The entirety of the United States of America is infected except the tiles owned by the disinfected teams. So as you can see, we're 6 short. We have the Niners, Cowboys, Chiefs, Dolphins, Eagles, and Ravens remaining. All very tough teams. And as for the next team I'm going to play, it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys. Why have I waited so long to play them? Well, Madden treats this team as the second coming of Christ. I don't know why the Cowboys are so strong in Madden. That's why I've been waiting so long, but I think it's finally the time to take the infection to Jerry's world. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. The disinfected are still putting up a fight. The Cowboys would need a touchdown in a 2-point conversion. Dak Prescott slings to an interception. Doesn't look like they need a touchdown and 2-point conversion anymore. They need a defensive stop. Jesse Bates comes up with a pick. And now we just need 1 more first down, which shouldn't be hard with Nick Chubb and 5 all-pro offensive linemen. Never mind, I lied. We're going to hand the football off to Nick Chubb on 3rd and long. He somehow breaks free of 1 tackle, but not good enough. The Cowboys are getting the football back. All right, so let's see if Dak Prescott can do it again. And by do it again, I mean throw another interception. That's a pickup of 6. Passing the football, are they going to get the 4 yards? Dak Prescott actually makes a pretty solid play, but no timeout. Staying in the middle of the field does nothing. Or Prescott just gets to throw the ball up 1 more time, the no man's land, in hopes for maybe pass interference or a touchdown. And this is a flag. Oh no. See, this is what I mean, man. Madden just loves the Cowboys. They would give him a pass interference call. It's going to put him at the 6-yard line. But it is an untimed down. We need to get a stop here with 0 seconds. Prescott's already in some trouble, and he fumbles the football. Kicked around, recovered by the Chargers. Doesn't matter. Game over. This brings us down to 5 more teams to infect. So I'm actually going to take both players still from the Cowboys this time, starting with Micah Parsons, a 98 overall right end to replace Josh Hines-Allen. And we're going up 8 overall, replacing Quentin Nelson with Zach Martin. Yes, I could have took CeeDee Lamb, but this is a much better positional upgrade. So 27 down, 5 more to go. Now I get to play the next game, so it's time to see how I'll perform with this super stacked team. I'm going to take on the Miami Dolphins. Well, just as I expected, Miami is very well in this game, so I can't be doing too much talking yet. Let's start with a check down to LaDainian Tomlinson. Good to see him still in the wide receiver room. If I find myself complaining about offensive line 1 more time, I might slap myself. Look at my O-line. That is 5 superstar players lined up. I should have plenty of time to pass the football. As you can see, it's so easy to pass the football now. And honestly, with all these X-Factor wide receivers, I should just let one loose. This is honestly just a dime drop to Davante Adams. There's a chance the infection might have gone too strong. I really don't know if the disinfected can keep up with me now. I mean, if I just do this all game, there's just no way they can win. I mean, the Dolphins are staying in it. One bad mistake by me is going to put them right back in the game with a touchdown, but as long as I don't make that mistake, we should be fine. After all, I am playing really gutsy right now. Look at this pass. No way I completed that to the 37. Well, it was a one touchdown game until whatever Justin Herbert's doing right now. Are you okay, man? Do I need to call assistance? He was really struggling to stand up, but all that matters is he gets the touchdown and then he does the Macarena. I mean, we got the win, but a little concerning that we're letting up 35 points. If the Dolphins scored 35, I imagine the Chiefs could do it too. And obviously, the only player I want to steal from the Dolphins is Tyreek Hill. This is our new wide receiver number 1. And now 28 down, 4 more to go. This is going to be a lot of clicking. Honestly, I have no clue who we should attack next. I would think it'd be the Eagles, but with Jalen Hurts being a 99 overall, it's probably going to be pretty easy for them to score on us. I think because of that, I'm going to take on the Ravens instead. Lamar Jackson sometimes chokes a lot in Madden simulations, so let's just hope he does it against us. Well, defense has been the name of the game against the Ravens. Hopefully, we can get a first down here, at least a touchdown to make it a 2-score lead. I want to get more than a field goal. That's exactly what I want right there. That's going to put us inside the 10-yard line to the 7. Will Baltimore be able to stop us from 3rd down and 1? Nick Chubb in the end zone. It's a 2-score lead. Once again, a little too close for comfort considering how many X-Factor players we have, but we'll take the win. We just need 3 more. Well, of course, we're going to take both player steals. Roquan Smith, I'd rather have an X-Factor 95 than a non-X-Factor 99. And we've been using the tight end a lot today, which is funny because this is the first X-Factor we're getting in this position. 29 down, 3 remaining to go. And now I have quite the decision to make. I can take on the reigning Super Bowl champions, the reigning NFC champions, or I can take on a really strong team, a good defense with a 99 overall quarterback. I don't know what I should do here. I'd like to imagine, even with those factors I just said, that there should probably be some weak links still on the Eagles. I think this is the most beatable team. Hopefully we can get past Jalen Hurts, and we should be good to have Chiefs and Niners as the final 2 teams. Oh no, I might have to bite on my own words a little bit. We're in the 2nd possession of overtime. The Eagles currently have the football. If they can get a field goal, which they just need like 20 more yards, we would lose. I knew 99 overall Jalen Hurts was going to be an issue, but I didn't know how he would stack up against like Patrick Mahomes and the Niners defense. But it looks like he might be the one to end us. If he can get 15 yards, that's a first down around midfield. Come on now. We have 4 X factors in the secondary. We need one of them to step up. Devontae Smith, more yards to the 43. Not looking good. 2nd and 3, passing and overthrow for 3rd and 3. A stop right here would be nice because I don't think the Eagles can kick around a 60-yard field goal. They just need 3 yards, and Jalen Hurts, a completion to the 23. Who left him open? This should not be happening with all these X factors. Somebody got burnt. This could be the end of the Infected's run if they can just make a 25-yard kick. It's through the uprights, and the infection ends here. I really did not take enough precautionary measures about 99 overall Jalen Hurts. I thought we could beat him. I did not think they'd be big as a problem as the Chiefs and the Niners. Well, you can bring your attention to the top right one final time today, but not for the right reasons, because our final life has been lost, and the disinfected will claim this victory. Well, you know, I was hoping I was going to get the chance to take on the Chiefs or the Niners for the final game, but we don't even get a chance to prove it as the Eagles get it done for them. We also lost by 3. We lose 3 infected hexes, giving us our final tally today of 225. Not bad, but did not get the job done. But let's just take one good scroll through the infected roster. I mean, the amount of 90 overall players and X factors is actually just crazy. Look at everybody. This was an insane team. Well, I figured I'd give you a short recap of what happened today. So the infected Chargers finished with a total of 225 out of 231 infected tiles, which equals 97.4% of the entire United States of America, but we did leave 3 disinfected survivors. In total, a 28-4 record, 28 player steals, and then these are the 4 games we lost today with the Saints, Seahawks, Packers, and the Eagles. Looks like the NFC really had our number today. I would like to say I blame this loss on the piss-poor performance we started this video off of. There was no reason we should have lost to the Saints, no reason we should have lost to the Seahawks. I can accept the Eagles and Packers, but we got up to a bad start. We wasted a pretty helpful life, and we could have really used used that down the stretch. But the run we did go on towards the end of this video was insane. I mean, we were taking down really good teams like the Texans, Bengals, Ravens by like multiple scores. It was just not a competition. It really looked like we should have clean sweeped the entirety of the map, but we just got stopped too short. So that was NFL Infected episode 3. Thank you guys for watching. I do want to apologize though, because there is no reason that this video should take me 14 days to make. That's on me. I had a lot of issues getting this up. That is not the expectation when it comes to videos around here. I'm going to try to get another video up really soon to make up for it, but let's have a fun football season. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.